Welcome to Weathersfield Career Day.
I remember my fourth grade teacher, her name was Mrs. Onstead. She was awesome, and my fifth grade teacher was Mrs. Hilbert. My teachers were fantastic.
It was so awesome to talk to you. What did we learn?
We learned stick to your dreams.
Stick to your dreams.
Never give up.
Never give up. Stay in school. Work on math.
Exercise. Work on
Always practice. Exercise.
But I had rehearsed myself from the moment they told me I was going to be her standby. And I went on without a book in my hand. I knew all my music, I knew all my dance numbers, I knew all my lines. And at the end of that night, Mr. Fossey walked up to me and he grabbed my cheeks and said, "Tonight my little star was born."
I am an actress and a singer and a dancer. So that's my career. I'm so happy to have this career because this is what I like to do. I like being on the computer, but I don't want to do that for my job. So I was lucky enough to meet Michelle. I'm only 19 years old right now. And when I was your guys' age, this was all I wanted to do. I wanted to be on TV. Oh, and I'll take questions at the very end, so remember it, okay? Make sure to remember it. I wanted to be on TV, I wanted to dance, and I just loved to sing and all of those things. So the main thing I can tell you, let's see, first of all, how many of you guys like to sing? Raise your hands.
And when I was your age, I wanted to be an astronaut. I did not want to be an actress. I could not have been less interested in that career. But things took a little bit of a turn. And I have combined my love for foreign languages. Does anybody in here speak a foreign language? Fantastico. What language do you speak over there in the corner? Fantastic. Very cool. How about you, my dear?
I speak Japanese.
Japanese. Awesome. How about you?
I speak Italian and Spanish.
Italiano, español. Fantastico. So, I have combined my love for languages with my career as an actress and musician, and I will tell you how I did that.
About what we do for a living and what that means. But before I start, I'm going to pass the mic around. I want a volunteer to tell me, what does it mean to have a career? Raise your hand if you know the answer. Think about it first, then raise your hand. Who knows what a career is? Yes, come over here in the orange and gray. Right here, gentlemen. Yep. Come up on the stage. Say your name really loud, face the crowd, and tell me, what does it mean to have a career? Face that way. And you're videotaping, right, Alec? Face that guy. Okay.
A career is a job that you have.
Can you be more expansive on that, or a little more detail?
It is like working in an office.
What's your name again?
Leo.
Leo. Okay, give Leo a big hand. Do your teachers work in an office? No. Where do they work? In a classroom. So you can work in an office, like Leo said, you could work in a classroom. What does it mean to work on television? Do we actually stand on the TV set? Rachel, come over and tell us, because I think you have some experience about that. Come on. This is a young, budding performer, too. Okay, there you go.
You have to go on set and you get sometimes there's a green screen behind you and sometimes you're actually at the place.
What are you saying? I've been having an interesting time with that. I have lots of songs that I sing, and it's different for everything you're auditioning for. I would say one of my favorite songs to sing is I Want to Hold Your Hand by the Beatles. Just because I love that song and I like doing it really slow, like a ballad. But my favorite thing to do is to switch a song up and do it differently than the person who did it. But for every single time you audition for a song or for you sing it, like for you guys, I want to sing something you guys know. But if I'm going to sing at an old person's home, I'm going to sing some Frank Sinatra, some oldie song.
Story. Does anybody know this show? That's Corey in the House. Corey in the House. Okay.
I used to watch that
Mr. Perla was my math teacher. So how did math help me book a part on Corey in the House? Well, thanks for asking, I'll tell you. One day, we were learning all about the Pythagorean theorem and right angles and isosceles triangles, and some Einstein in the back raises his hand and he says, "What's the point of learning all this stuff?" And Mr. Perilla stopped teaching, and he looked at the student, and he said, "It teaches you to think." I loved that. And I was sitting at my desk going, that was another really, really exciting opportunity for me. How about this show, kids? I just did this one last week. So listen to this. Professore Triolo was my Italian teacher. This was the hardest language. You listening? Professore Triolo, oh, actually he was really cute. He was about this tall, he was about that wide, and he liked to chase mosquitoes around the room. He gave the hardest tests, and we had to study a lot. And I gotta tell you, a lot of that I didn't enjoy. It was a lot of work. But when I booked this show, about a month ago, I was really grateful.
Hi. Mr. Fosse is the only man to ever have won the Oscar, the Emmy, and the Tony in the same year. That's big. Okay. Hi. Thank you, Michelle, for inviting me to come. I teach and direct and choreograph kids your age, and so this is very exciting for me. When I was your age, I had this dream. And I wanted to dance, I wanted to sing, I wanted to be on stage, I wanted to be in front of a camera. I wanted all of it, okay? I'm very passionate about it. It's all I focused on. So I finally, when I got into college, auditioned for a show. And I didn't get it, and I was brokenhearted because I really wanted to do the show. And as it turned out, the very next morning, I got a call that this other girl had quit, and they wanted to know if I would like to come and take the part. And I said, yes, absolutely, I'll be there in a half an hour.
You do. I'm that little boy's mom. That's my claim to fame. My name is Michelle Zeitlin Papadol. I have a very long last name. Okay? And when I'm not a parent here, dropping off my kid or picking school, I work in an entertainment industry that is very expansive and very complicated. So I brought in 3 fabulous guests today because our fabulous PTA president, let's give her a big hand, Ms. Weathersfield, was for all of you to be inspired and motivated by the many different avenues of careers. My professional critique. And this young lady, Ruby, was on the tape, one of about 10 people who had to sing, dance, and act for me. And not only did I think Ruby was exceptionally talented, I said, you know what, this girl should be in Los Angeles and should be doing television. So right now I'm developing a TV series. Stay tuned because I'm very sure it's going to be on the internet.
Why is everybody so serious? Acting so deep and serious. Tears on the eyes, feel so hot. It make me have a good time. Everybody look to the left. Everybody look to the right. Can you feel that? We'll play it with them tonight. About the money, money, money. We don't need your money, money, money. We just wanna make the world dance. Forget about price tag. It ain't about the woo. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Ain't about the blank, the blank. Wanna make the world dance. Forget about price tag, price tag. Thank you guys so much for having us today. It's so awesome.
Everybody look at Miss Tera. 1, 2, 3. Yeah!